to make a information app for different type of plastics, like what I showed you in the classroom, we need to have a main screen shows all the plastic symbols, and each symbol is actually a button. When you click on it, it will take you to an information page which shows more information about this type of plastic. So to be able to build that, I made the first tutorial to help you to create a main screen, which you can put buttons on it. And so in this app, we have two screens. On the first screen, screen 1, we have an image of plastic type 1 symbol, and then when you click on it, this is actually a button, and it will take you to the information page of this type of plastic. For example, if I go to screen 2, which shows the typical examples of these plastics, where can you find it? Usually in soda bottles, and then an image of those soda bottles. And let me open up the emulator to show you how this app works. So basically, I want to remind you that you are using Windows machine. So on Windows machine, you have to go to your desktop to start the AI starter before you click on the emulator. If you don't do that, your machine will not work and you have to restart your computer. So Mr. Schulteis will remind you about this in the classroom. So on the Mac, I'm using a Mac computer, so I can just click on the emulator, and it will remind you, be patient, this may take a few minutes. As you can see, the Android emulator is opening up. So you can unlock this Android device like you do with a phone. And still will take a few seconds to download the app into this emulator. And then a few seconds to run this program. So okay, so on the main page, you can see we have one symbol, and actually it's a button. You can click on it. So this shows the type 1 plastic. So when you click on it, it will take you to the screen 2, which has the detailed information of this plastic, such as examples. So you usually find this plastic in soda bottles, and then there's an image of those soda bottles. Okay, so let's go to tell you how do we build this. So you can reset the connection. So I'm gonna go to my AI MIT App Inventor to create a new project. So I will call this Plastics Information 1. So that's our first tutorial. So okay. So now we have one screen, right? Screen 1. And as you can see, we only have one screen. But we need two screens. So I'm gonna go add one. So it will automatically give you a name called screen 2. So I'm gonna say okay. So now you can see we have two screens. So you go back to the screen 1. You want to have a place where you can put that button. So I'm gonna go to layout. So on the left side, you can see this layout region. So you want to have this vertical arrangement. So what the vertical arrangement does is help you to make a list of symbols. So a list of buttons along the vertical direction. So, but this is actually on the left side. So I want my buttons in the middle of the screen. So I'm gonna click on screen 1, and then which is in the component section. You click that, and then you can say, well, I want my vertical arrangement align horizontally in the middle. So as you can see, if you click align horizontal to the left, to the right, or to the center. So now I want this to the center, okay? And then after we have this, we go to the user interface, click on the user interface, and then drag a button. And as you can see, when the button is in the vertical arrangement, it's gonna show this blue bar. If it's not inside the vertical arrangement, it's gonna have a big blue bar on the top of the screen. So I want to have a small blue bar. Okay, so you drop it in there, and then so my app has an image for the button. So let's make this button an image, right? Is that cool, right? So let's go to download those images from my YouTube video. So Mr. Showtimes will tell you where is that my YouTube video. So after you go to my YouTube page, you can see I attached 2 links, and each link is an image, and then you can download them just by clicking on them. So you can, on the far right, upper right, you can click download, and then direct download, and then you can go to your desktop, create a folder like what I did. I create a folder called app, and then save that image in there. So that's one image. Go back to my YouTube page, click on the second web link, and then click download, direct download, and then save this into the same folder, app. If you don't have that folder, you have to create your own on your desktop, and then save. So now I have all the image I need. So I'm gonna go back to my MIT app inventor, and then click on this text for button 1, and then go to the right side of this page. You can see where you can define, you can change the property of this button. So I want my button to be an image, so I'm gonna click on image, and then since I don't have any image, I'm gonna upload an image. So when you click upload file, you choose file, and then you need to choose this file on your desktop app folder, PETE symbol. So that's the symbol I want. Click yes, and OK. Okay, as you can see, the symbol is right there. So I just made my button into an image, but you still see those texts for the symbol. So I don't want the text in front of my image, so I'm gonna delete this in the same section, property, go to text, just delete it. Just delete them all. So, and then you click somewhere else, you can see the text is gone, right? So after you do that, let's go to our second page, second screen. Go to screen 2. On the screen 2, we have the examples of the app, the example of this plastics, right? But still, we need to define the layout of this screen. So let's drag the same, use the same vertical arrangement. So go to layout. So we were at user interface, but now we want to go to layout and drag this vertical arrangement and then place it there. So as you can see, it's aligned with the left side. So I don't like that. I want this in the middle of the screen. So I click on the screen 2 and then align horizontal. So as you can see right now, it's aligned to the left. So you can align to the right, but I want this to align in the middle. Okay, align horizontal. So after you do that, so you want to give a few examples of this plastics. So you need something like a text, right? Text box. So actually it's it's a label. So you were at the layout, so now you go back to the user interface, click on that, and then drag a label, and then place it in the vertical arrangement. So as you can see, when it's a little blue bar, you are placing this this label in the vertical arrangement. If you have a big blue bar, and then that's actually outside the vertical arrangement. So you want to put this inside the vertical arrangement. Okay, and then after you do that, you want to change this text to examples and soda bottle, right? So you go to the property, change the label, the text of the label. So basically you delete this and then type in examples and soda bottles. Okay, and then we click somewhere else. You can see this is the label, the text of the label is changed to examples soda bottles. So in my app, we also have an image of the soda bottles, right? So then we need an image. So you go to the user interface, drag the image below this label, example soda bottle. As you can see, if you want to put on top of the example, on top of this label, you can put it there. The blue bar will tell you where are you going to put this. So if you want to put it under the label, you can see the blue bar will below the label. So you can put it there. Okay, and as you can see, this is aligned to the left again. So I want to make this align to the middle. So actually, you know what? It's okay. So let's just put the image there, right? So how can you put the image there? So you click on the image 1, and then you go to the property section, and then click on image, click on picture, and then you need to upload the other image. So click on upload file, choose files, and then go to your app folder. You have PETE, the second image you just download from my YouTube video. So OK, and then OK, and then as you can see, the image is in there. So okay, so that's 2 screens. You have the main screen, so where you have this PET you have this plastic button you can click and then jump to, so you can jump to the screen 2, which shows more the information. But you need to create this clicking, you need to create this function allow you to click and then lead you to the second screen. So we're going to do that on the screen 1 because you need to click on the screen 1, and then you need to go to the blocks. So now we're in the designer section, but you need to go to the blocks section. So click on the block, which is in the right side of the screen. So you can see if I want to switch back to the designer screen, I can switch back and forth, right? Blocks, designer screen. So you go to the blocks screen. You want to define the function of this button, right? So you click on the button, right? So this is the button you created, and you drag this one button one click. So you want to define what does this clicking do, right? So when button 1 is clicked, right? Do something, right? Do what? So you want to do like open another screen, open screen 2. So you go to control. So so go to the left side, you see different blocks, right? This control, click on it, and then scroll down. You can see open another screen with screen name. So you go to open another screen name. So you need to put something to tell this block which screen do you want to open, right? So that's kind of a text. So you go to text, and then you go up. The first block in the text section, you drag this out, and then you place it in there. You hear that clicking sound means it's successfully connected. And then you want to type this, the name of that screen. So it should be screen screen 2, right? Because you want to click on screen 1, the button, and then we'll take you screen 2. So that's it. So we're done. So you want to go back. So let's go back to the designer wheel. So we have one screen. You define the function, or what does this button do. If you click on it, it will take you to the second screen. So let's see if this actually works. Let's go back to screen 1, and then remember, go to connect. Before you click on the emulator, you have to go to your desktop to open the AI starter, and then you click on the emulator. It takes a few minutes to open up the emulator. You can unlock this emulator. Okay, I think there's a problem with my emulator. So I'm gonna close this, cancel this, and try again, okay? So just be patient. Open the AI starter and then click on emulator. It's running. Okay, I think I'm probably running too many things. This is a bad habit. Probably running too many things on my computer. So it's a little bit slow. But I'm gonna try that again. Open the AI starter. Click on the emulator. Unlock the emulator, like unlocking a phone. Okay. The app is opening up. Okay. That looks good. Okay. I think the app is opened. Okay. So on the main screen, we have a button which has the plastic type 1 symbol. You click on that, and that should take us to the information page, screen 2, which has the examples, soda bottles, and the image of the soda bottle. So that's your first app. Hopefully you guys will make this app, and we will go to the second app, and we should be able to complete this pretty fast. Great. Thank you.